Wow, what a wild ride this has been so far. Thanks to you guys, my channel just hit 100,000 subscribers, which is a major milestone. And in this video, I want to walk you through the growth in my YouTube channel and mirror it to my property portfolio growth and how you can still do this too in today's market, how you can grow your own property portfolio to give yourself and your family more choices now and in the future. I feel so blessed to have grown the channel to 100,000 subscribers, and I think Emily would be very proud. And the last few months, the channel has grown significantly. A few Brisbane videos have really popped off, and there's been more traction there, and there's been more interest in people wanting to invest in real estate, especially in Australia. So a big thank you. And I'm not sure, there's a lot of people doing this now and getting back into in-person events. I had a couple of guys mention to me, are you going to do something in person? Well, if you'd be interested in meeting up in Brisbane and maybe we put something on where, everyone gets together and wants to chat about property, and I'm not a spruiker by any means, but I'd be interested in catching up for one night in the year with a bunch of people and doing a bit of a property event. So if you'd be interested in that, leave a comment down below. But in this video, I want to go through and show you the YouTube growth and then also talk through the timeline of how Emily and my property portfolio has progressed. And I actually have some really exciting news, which I'm going to reveal to you at the end of this video about something that's happening in my property portfolio right now. So let's take a look at the YouTube channel. And as you can see, it's the big 100. So I'm not sure, 800 videos, but I think that includes shorts. It's a lot of videos, whichever way you look at it. But 100,000 subscribers is such a major milestone. And if we go through the videos and we sort oldest, I'd love to see, 4 years ago, there's a video there with 466 views, and that is the Baby Queenslander, which we would have just bought in 2020. So we bought the Baby Queenslander, and that's, this kind of give you a bit of a history on my timeline here on YouTube and in my own portfolio. So before we started the YouTube channel, Emily and I had purchased one property, and that was in Kelvin Grove in the inner city of Brisbane, and we were living there as our own home, and we purchased that property in September 2018. Now, 4 years ago, in around February to April 2020, because by the time it settled, it was around Easter 2020, we bought our second property. And so at 23 years old, Emily and I bought our first property, and at 25, or just before 25, we bought our second property, which was our first investment. So we had some grand plans, and you can see there it's a little, a little specky build with 2 gables, which we quite liked, and a hallway up the middle. You can see here we've done a bathroom demolition, and we did some painting. We made some pretty big mistakes being newbies on our first big renovation, but the Baby Queenslander was such a learning experience, and I look back at these videos with Emily and I so fondly. Yeah, they might not have lit the world on fire in terms of views. 800 views in 4 years is not amazing from a YouTube perspective, but these videos are actually super precious to me because I can look back and see how far we've come from taking on the renos ourselves, doing it as a couple, and learning so much. But I'd encourage you to go check out this before and after video if you've never seen it. If you're a new subscriber to the YouTube channel, this was us doing for about $35,000 an entire renovation on a home. Now in today's dollars, it's probably more like $50,000 to $60,000, even if you're doing a lot of the work yourself, just because of the cost of materials and things like that, but certainly worth checking out. As you can see, we move into late 2020. And so the YouTube channel starts kicking off a bit because we do another reno series, which is called the Triple Gable Queenslander. So, we've got a house tour, we've got some reno plans, and this is the dream home I'm still sitting in today. It's so special to look back and see, okay, this was what this ugly duckling looked like. The amount of paint prep we had to do. There was the person who was in this home was a heavy smoker. So there was nicotine all over the walls. So we bought this property in September 2020, and it probably took about 3-4 months for us to really get renovating on this place. You can see I have that nice beard there. Man, I miss that. I miss that a ton. But then I start getting into making some YouTube content. So I'm about 6 months out from starting Purpose Property as a business. We're in late 2020. And I start, talking a little bit about our experience, how we got deposits together, the mistakes that we're making, the successes that we've had. And then we've bought 3 houses in 3 years by the age of 25. So that's a crazy milestone to look back on 4 years ago. And now our property portfolio sits up up around that $8 million mark, and we've bought several more homes and even a unit block since then, which I'm excited to see in the timeline. Then I start sharing some of my knowledge around Brisbane, and this is just before I'm launching the buyer's agency in 2021 officially, and we're helping friends and family in their investing journey. So we've bought 3 properties. People are asking us how we're doing it, what's the secret sauce? And we're adding value to each of these deals. We're using my knowledge as a chartered accountant. I'm still working a day job at this point, looking to grow the portfolio and doing some hard yakka on the weekends. You can see, in this front yard video, I'm gurneying and I'm painting, and there's a lot of work involved in all of this to get the ball rolling. As we move on, there's a few other light renos. Then we start to get into more and more content about building out a property portfolio and what's happening in the market. So 3 years ago, that's 2021. We're going through a COVID phase at this point in time. I'm starting to talk about debt recycling for people and how Emily and I actually have a really high savings rate and we continue to grow our property portfolio. This is actually one of our neighbours' properties that sold in our street here in Greenslopes in Queensland for over $1 million in 2021. So the Brisbane market was really heating up. My business was taking off, or our business, I should say, was taking off in Purpose Property. And we're gaining traction here with showing people what we're doing. People who resonate with myself and the team here at Purpose Property, are wanting to work with us because we can show how we see these deals and how we see the value. And we specialize in Southeast Queensland. We are Brisbane specialists, and that covers not just Brisbane, but Greater Brisbane. So you got Moreton Bay, Logan, Brisbane, Redlands, and Ipswich, and Northern Gold Coast as well. And we'll eventually expand towards the end of this year to the entire Gold Coast, which is very exciting. Then we come back to more house renos, which is awesome. More videos on Emily and I going through our property portfolio. So I'm starting to break down full numbers, and I've always tried to be as transparent as possible. So if you want to go back 3 years ago, you can really see me breaking down the numbers on each of those deals, what we paid for the properties, what they rent for at that point in time, and how we're looking to progress. I'm talking you through my plans moving forward because things are always changing. The goal back then was 100K passive. That's kind of what Emily and I were working towards. Start with growth and then move to cash flow. As we come down, we start to cover more and more topics, and then we buy the unit block in Coffs Harbour. So that's a deal that's really special to to my property journey. I've been working in the buyer's agency for around a year at this point, and it was a massive decision to buy a $1.4 million unit block in Coffs Harbour sight unseen. But we had the experience, we had the knowledge. There's so much research and data that you can do online. And then it's getting comfortable with the building and pest inspectors. And, at the point in time when we bought it, it had $72,000 income. And so that shows that there was room for growth in the incomes once I'd run through those numbers. And that's property sitting over $100,000 of income at this point in time as we've been able to renovate each of the units in the Coffs Harbour unit block, increase the rents towards market values, have better quality kitchens, better quality bathrooms, and upgrade those apartments to make them more livable. And it's in a great location. So don't let the scarcity factor be ruled out. You've got to still buy in a good location, even if you're looking for a cash flow deal like a unit block in a major regional location. We come on through and now we're looking, we're moving into 2 years ago. So this is 2023. I'm telling people how to add value to properties, which I'm going to make more videos on because times are changing and things are getting more expensive day to day. Then we're starting to go through the best suburbs, and best suburbs change. It's all about what you can afford as well. It's all well and good to say I'd love to buy in a $1.2 million suburb, but if you've only got $700K, then what's the use in looking at $1 to $1.2 million suburbs? You've got to buy where you can afford. And we're helping clients buy deals. This deal was purchased for $700K 2 years ago, and we would easily be sitting up near the $1 million mark because these clients bought something with value add potential, and because they were looking to buy in a blue chip location close to the train line. That property specifically is in Wynnum, in the southeast side of Brisbane. And so, there's a lot of exciting deals. And that's something else we've done more and more of is show client deals, show properties, testimonials, walk people through what deals we're buying here in Southeast Queensland. And then, the rest is kind of history. There's more and more videos through to this year. And then we come to the Flip project, which was a massive tick for our YouTube channel and our property portfolio. I probably, and I've said this plenty of times, should have focused on building the asset base rather than trying to make a quick buck. The premise behind Emily and I doing the house flip was to add value to a property quickly, see if we could make the numbers work. It was something that I was keen on at the time. And I'd said in the past, which would have been common sense, that I wouldn't do a house flip because it's too short term. And I still agree with that sentiment. House flipping, lots of hard work. The financing really killed the deal. If we'd done the house flip, I think there's the final video somewhere down here, flip fail. So go check out the flip fail video where I run you through the numbers. But honestly, if we'd done that flip video or done that flip in Ferrier Street and Aspley, and we'd held the property or we'd done the deal in cash, we would have been $80,000 better off if we'd done the deal in cash, or if we'd held it, it would have made $80,000 to $100,000 in growth because it's around, that property's closer to $1 million and we bought it for around $675K, around that price point at the time. I think it was $690. So coming up to 2022, 2023, Emily and I had acquired 3 houses in Brisbane, including our own home, a unit block in Coffs Harbour. In the middle of 2023, we'd done this flip fail project. And then 2024, Em and I sat down and went, oh yeah, let's take a chill, let's have a chill year. Let's take it easy in 2024. Unfortunately, she got her cancer diagnosis in December 2023, but her and I weren't making plans to slow down. We had always thought that she would get past the cancer. We had always believed that she was going to be healed and that she would get at least another 3, if not 5, if not 15, 20 years. We thought that she was going to beat her cancer, even though the doctors told us let me try and say that again. Even though the doctors told us that her ovarian cancer was rare and aggressive, we still believed that she was going to get past it. And so as you move through the YouTube channel, you can see 7 months ago, this is only 7 months ago, we bought another investment property. So now we've gone from 3 houses in Brisbane to 4 houses in Brisbane and a unit block in Coffs Harbour. And this video has really taken off the Brisbane super boom. What's happening? Should you buy now or wait? Because the reason we're so heavily invested in Brisbane is because we see such value in this market. Brisbane historically has had 10 to 12 years of really strong growth, and we've gone through a growth cycle. All of Australia has gone through a really strong growth cycle. But I think this next 5, 6, 7 years looks really strong for Brisbane. And that's why we've doubled down. We're growing out the buyers agency. We've got 7 staff. And so I'm continuing to invest my money here in the Southeast Queensland market. And so we bought that deal, which is going to be called, hopefully I'll make the Reno series for you guys. I'm excited. Hopefully I can release it. I actually went out to the site today and it's still in progress, the renovation on the granny flat, but the house is completely finished. So you can see me buy one of those properties, which is actually the Shayla Park property. So we bought 2 properties at the end of 2024. And then we're making content about those. We're making content about this raise and build project here. And I'm going to do some more videos. And then unfortunately, as you can see a few months ago, I lose Emily, and there's some more recent videos down sharing some of the numbers and talking you through where I see value in Australia's market. All of this to say is it's been a journey. So you can see there, 100,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. There's some videos that are doing well. And I've made $29,405 since first starting the YouTube channel, which relative to the amount of money the property portfolio has made is small, but also $29K for getting to talk to you guys about something I'm passionate about is awesome. And so this timeline goes from April 2020 to March 2025. And you can see that big dip there where I'm not making pretty much any content for a 3-month window with what's been going on with Emily. But you can see the trajectory of the channel over time. As we make series and more people jump on board, subscribers continue to grow, which is really exciting. And I can't thank you guys enough. Year by year, the channel has slowly grown. And to hit 100,000 subscribers is a major milestone. And it's all thanks to you guys. I mean, this is for you guys wanting free content. Yes, I'm growing my business. Yes, I'm marketing what I do in Purpose Property up here. But also, hopefully you're getting free knowledge. If you don't want to use the buyer's agency or you don't want to buy the investing course, the property investment course, which I have on my website, and our course is far more affordable than pretty much most of the other offers out there. But if you don't want to do a course or use a buyer's agent, I hope you get great value out of this content. That's my reason. That's the reason that I make this content first and foremost was to help people. Before I'd even started the business, I was making content documenting our journey and sharing it with others. And now it's grown into a business. It's grown into being able to do something bigger, and I'm able to have 6 or 7 staff. And I'm excited to see where things go this year, which leads me to a major announcement in that I'm buying another property. And so today, I should officially be signing an unconditional contract on a property in Southeast Queensland. Now, I'm not going to go through the address, the location until the property settles, but I wanted to give you guys the insider knowledge, the secret sauce that another property has been purchased. I can say it's on the more affordable range because that's where I'm seeing the growth on the ground. It's between that $600 to $1 million price point where a lot of our clients buy, because those more affordable properties on good block sizes are in demand. And it's really exciting to be able to look at these deals and find the needles in the haystack for myself and for clients. And this deal is a large block. It's got drivable site access. And I'm actually in conversations with builders as we speak to build granny flats on not just this property, but one of the properties we bought last year in Shayla Park. So if you're interested and you're keen to help this YouTube channel grow and you want to see these videos in the future, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you so much for 100,000 subs. It means the world to me. I know it would mean a lot to Emily as well. It's been great growing the YouTube channel together with her. And I'm excited to keep doing it going forward. I love you guys. And you really pick me up in the comments. And I can't thank you enough for all the comments people have left in the last few months. And if you're interested in potentially hanging out sometime and doing maybe a night in Brisbane where a bunch of people interested in property want to catch up and I can do a bit of a chat or a presentation or something like that, maybe a meet and greet, that's what my brokers were telling me to do, then leave a comment down below about that. And also, while you're here, give this one a click because YouTube really thinks you'll like that one too. So thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.